Yo, 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 yo! What's up, XJAL? Sanjay here. It's been an emotional day. Let me just give you the quick summary in terms of installing this 3080. To be honest, I was really happy with my old setup and I was really comfortable with it. And it was just completely random that the 3080 showed up. And then I was like, oh, now I've got to buy a power supply and I've got to take apart the rig and put it all back together again. So, yeah. I was hesitant instead of excited because it's 6 months overdue from when I was really excited about doing it. But nonetheless, I've got a 3080. So, picked up this Fractal Design Ion 860 watt power supply. Really good stuff. I bought it because it's a platinum unit and it also matches my case. Yeah, so pretty funny stuff there. We'll quickly flick through. So, brought that back home. Started taking apart my computer, had some work stuff going on at the same time. Fortunately, work is slowing down for me at the moment, so I've got a bit more time to do all these sorts of things. If it was full noise at work, none of this would be possible. So, started pulling apart the unit, as you can see in the pictures over here. And you can see the 1080 Ti there. And with the power supply, it kind of means that you need to strip apart everything. So I needed to take off my CPU fans, the cooler. I need to reapply the thermal paste on the CPU processor. Yeah, big stuff here. As you can see here on the table, everything's in parts. This is the old fan. Now the new one, it's amazing because it came in its own case and its own box. Now, first drama was that the Fractal Design box said that it had a US plug on it. And I was like, oh my god, like, I've waited for this power supply unit to come and then all of a sudden I've got the wrong plug on it. I've got a US plug in it instead of an Australian plug. Fortunately, the box marking was incorrect. So what was inside was actually the Australian plug. So that's all good. Second drama was as I was pulling off the CPU cooler, I pulled out the processor itself instead of the paste coming apart from the CPU and the cooler. So that was a bit of a drama. Fortunately, if you do it cleanly and you don't bend any pins, then you can put it back in. So I was able to separate the CPU, clean up the thermal paste, reapply fresh paste, put it all back in, and yeah, everything worked first time round, so I was pretty lucky on that front. All my wires in the back of the case are absolutely disgusting and messy, so that's kind of doing my head in at the moment. But really, I just wanted to get it all installed and just make sure it was nice and clean. The new card, the 3080 card, is really heavy. Now, the 1080 Ti itself is extremely heavy, but this one is even heavier and it's even bigger, and it basically goes the length of the case, so it's pretty crazy. It's super chunky. You can tell that it's got like this really solid metal black backplate. The RGB lighting on it is really amazing. It really lights up through the case, much better than the 1080 Ti. And it's really quiet at the moment. It's probably because the computer's not running at full power. We can see here the cooling fans on the units are pretty solid. I've checked with the GeForce software and it's recognized it. I've updated the drivers and everything like that. Now, as we move into the benchmarking side of things, we can see that the 1080 Ti had a heaven on the extreme settings, a score of 1863. And we can see that with the 3080, it had a score of 2269. The other metric was the FPS. So FPS on the 1080 Ti was 75, and the FPS on the 3080 was 90. Now that equates to a 20% increase in performance straight out the box. And I'm sure there's other things that I can do to tinker around with it to get more performance out of it. But the short of it is the install was a lot of anxiety ridden, but it's in there now and it's all working nicely and it looks really pretty. And the performance increase was a 20% increase straight away, which is a little bit less than what I was expecting. So I was expecting 100% in performance increase, but we won't know until we start playing some games. So hopefully later tonight I'll get a chance and we can get stuck in. Alright, that's it from me, boys. Thanks for that, and catch you on the next one.
Enemy UAV
Oh yeah.
overhead.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah.